you doing? I'm Stafford Lawrence, investment advisor here at Flaharty Asset Management. Our team here is dedicated to your successful retirement. And today, I want to talk to you a little bit about what it takes to ensure that you do have that successful retirement. One of the many things that I often get asked is, how much money do I need to retire? The truth is, it's a personal goal. It's different for everyone. What I would like to do is focus more on maybe a scenario. Imagine we are a year away from retirement and we've put in all the work and we want to understand that we're on track, right? So we're going to ask ourselves 7 questions. 7 questions focused on making sure that we have done enough to make sure that we've got the retirement that we desire. First question you want to ask, like any other plan, what are my financial goals for retirement, right? All of our plans are really based on the things that we want to achieve. So you would have done this throughout the course of your accumulation, but in this moment, you're now assessing all of your current financial circumstances, and you're taking a look at the different factors that you've considered for retirement, such as your living expenses, any healthcare costs, travel plans. What does retirement look like for you, right? The second question we want to ask ourselves, coming back to the original thought, have I saved enough? And I know it seems repetitive, but in this moment, we want to try to evaluate your retirement savings and determine if you're on track, right? This is something that you've done again throughout the course, but in this moment, now it becomes real. We're a year away, right? So we want to consider consulting with a financial advisor and maybe taking a look at anything that maybe you didn't think of that may have come up to ensure that you're on track with the financial plan that you've put together to achieve that retirement goal. Question number 3 is going to be, how will you manage your retirement investment throughout your retirement plan, right? So how are we managing those investments? Those investments could look like anything from accumulation of property, cash. It could be various streams of income, right? Throughout the course of your retirement, you're going to tap into all those different assets that you've accumulated. And this is all geared towards making sure that you are on track with giving yourself the opportunity to achieve those things that you set out to, right? So in this moment, question number 3 again is, how are you going to manage all of those assets that you've accumulated? Question number 4 then becomes, what will your healthcare needs be during retirement? So far, we've talked about all of our assets, right? We haven't talked about any of those costs. And I got to tell you, healthcare is one of the ones that could be the highest cost in retirement. So we really have to stop and consider that. And again, it comes down to your individual situation. That could be making sure that you have enough insurance coverage for anything that may come up. You want to research your Medicare options. You want to research what your Social Security is going to look like. You also want to think about long-term care in the case of the unforeseen. Long-term care has the propensity to really eat into your accumulation. So if you don't consider that as an option for your retirement, that could really have a strong impact for you. The next question we want to talk about is, what would your ideal retirement lifestyle look like? Okay, so how are we going to spend our time? You know, that's the one thing we didn't have while we were trying to get where we are now. What are our hobbies going to be? Are we finally going to get a chance to go see our family? You know, what are our daily routines looking like? All right, these are the things that we always wanted to be able to do, but we spent all of our time. The one thing that we can't get back, we spent all of our time trying to get here. Here we are. What does that look like? Why? Because that also has an impact on how much we're going to be spending, right? So we want to consider your desired lifestyles. The next question we want to talk about is, have you considered the impact of inflation on your retirement savings? Inflation's been a hot topic for us here as of late, reaching around 9% last year. Currently, it's around 4.5%. Let's stop and think about what that means for the money that you've accumulated for retirement. That has a propensity to really impact how much you're able to spend how much you're able to achieve with respect to the goals that you set out for yourself. Now, here's the thing: inflation, we often think of it as a bad word. I mentioned before with the assets that you held. If you've got real estate or if you own something, inflation has an impact there as well. So the value of that is increased, right? So all of those things will make an impact for you. All right. That seventh and final question that we want to consider: how will you maintain your social connections? That's the thing that really drives us, right? That's the thing that in retirement brings us joy. That's what we've been looking forward to. We want to stay connected with family. We want to stay connected with our friends. We want to be able to get involved with the community, right? So we want to explore opportunities for whether it's volunteering, whether it's 18 holes every Friday, whatever that might look like. Your involvement and your engagement is important. It helps to keep your mind sharp. It gives you an opportunity to achieve those things. It brings you a sense of satisfaction, right? That's what you've been working towards. So those are the things that I would really focus on the most when we talk about, you know, planning for retirement. But it's really important to remember, this is a significant milestone in our lives. Everybody is hoping to get there and wants to be able to do so in a manner that's really comfortable, in a way that really brings them the things that they've set out to achieve, right? Is different for everyone. So when we ask ourselves, Stafford, hey, Flaherty, how much money do I need to accumulate for retirement? It really comes down to a personal choice. It really comes down to the things that are important to you. And we're happy to have that discussion with you. I would urge you, speak with a financial advisor, put your plan together.